Inhale from child's pose to table. Give yourself a cat. Inhale to cow. Come back to table. Curl your toes. And gently press to down dog, just walking it out a little bit. Or not, just finding your dog. And letting the down dog be a resting pose or child's pose. Breathe. And then we're going to come through to be on our backs. So make it in your own time. There's no rush. When you're ready, just walk your feet forward or hop. And then allow yourself to come down onto the mat. And first we'll come to boat pose. So hands to the back of the thighs. Find that place of balance between your tailbone and your sit bone. And lift your gaze and your heart. Engage your core. Lower your trunk enough so your abdominals are working. And then it's an option to let your legs come halfway or all the way up. Option, release your hands. And if you want a little bit more, lower your trunk and your legs and then bring it back up, making sure you're not compromising your lower back. And then as you're ready, feet come to the mat. Let your hands plant behind your hips. Press hands and feet into the mat, hips rise. Your chin can be to your chest or your gaze can be straight up. If you feel comfortable, you can let your head dangle. Breathe. Take a breath. And then always bring your chin back to the chest first. Let your hips come down. And just find one seated forward fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And then you can let your hands float to frame your extended legs or come forward with straight arms, straight spine, pressing forward with that heart. Then the hands come down to receive the mat, your ankles, your feet, or binding peace fingers around your big toes, and lower down. Breathe. From here, we will move to bridge pose, or the inversion of your choice. Let your hips move towards your heels. Let your back body come onto the mat. You can work it or just gently lower down. Palms down by your side. And if you've been practicing and are going to go to a different inversion or just bridge and you want to go ahead, feel free. Or let's move through flowing bridge, just lifting the hips a little and then lowering down. Find the lumbar curve. Press the curve back in as the tailbone comes up. Come up a little bit higher. Feel the stretch in the front of the legs, the flexors, lower down. Lift that tailbone, come higher, and then lower down again. Your abdominals are working as you lower down, letting the tailbone be the last to come to the mat. And then finally, hips come off. Find your bridge pose. Breathe. Basic bridge. If you want a little bit more, bring your right knee to your chest, extend that right leg to the sky, pull those toes toward the top of the mat. You're pressing into the left foot a lot. Bend that knee, step the foot down, maintain the height of your bridge. Left knee to the chest, extend left leg to sky, bring that straight leg forward, and then gently step it back down. Breathe. If you want a little bit more, interlace fingers underneath your hips, roll shoulders underneath your collarbone. Press that front body to the sky. Pull your chin away from your chest. Let there be space. And from here, if you want to go to shoulder stand or wheel, listen to your body. You can receive your heels and use that leverage to find a larger bridge pose, a higher bridge pose. Breathe. One more breath, and then release your heels or release your fingers, unroll your shoulders, and lower down. Let your knees come to your chest. Gently press, and then extend your legs up the wall, imaginary wall, and let your arms be down by your side. Point your toes and then flex. Breathe. Hands come to the backs of the legs, gently press so the tailbone's getting lighter on the mat or maybe off the mat. Slide your hands to your calves, gently press, flex the feet. Option exhale, come into a reclining forward fold. Deep inhale and exhale here. Slowly, slowly, shoulders and head come down. And let those knees return to the chest. Release the left leg, left foot to the mat, right foot on top of that left thigh, pressing that right knee away. Your arms are out like a T. Take a deep inhale, exhale it out. Left foot floats off the mat, interlace fingers behind that left thigh, gently pull everything towards your chest. Maybe this is enough. Your right elbow can be pressing that right leg away. Option, extend the left leg to the sky. Release the fingers from the thigh, interlace them around the calf, roll your shoulders and head up, reaching chin to shin. Breathe. And then as you're ready, nice and easy, shoulders and head come down, bend the left knee, arms out like a T, come over onto that left hip. Right shoulder stays attached to the mat as much as possible. Take a breath. You can receive that bent knee with your left hand. And on your next exhale, take your gaze over the right shoulder, rotate right palm to sky. Breathe. After your third exhale, inhale, gaze to sky, arms out like a T, press palms into mat to return to that middle place. Right foot steps down, left knee to the chest, breathe, and then plant that foot on top of that right thigh, press right knee away. Right foot floats off the mat, interlace fingers behind that thigh and gently pull everything towards your chest. Relax your face, unclench those teeth, breathe. And go where you went on the other side. So if you were not going any farther than this, just stay here. You're still getting that good hip stretch, or right leg extends to the sky. Release your fingers from the thigh, interlace around the calf, roll your shoulders and head up, reaching chin to shin. Breathe. And then slowly, slowly let your shoulders and your head come down, bend that right knee, arms out like a T, roll over onto the right hip, let that left shoulder stay on the mat as much as possible. Receive the knee with your right hand. On your next exhale, take your gaze and to the left, rotate your palm to the sky. Deep inhale and exhale. Relax that right shoulder. One more breath here. And then inhale, gaze to sky. Arms out like a T. Let your hands support you as you return back to the middle. Left foot steps down. Reach your arms above your head. Let your legs extend. Take a deep inhale. Wiggle your toes and fingers. On your exhale, let your arms stay up or bring them down, depending on how you're going to turn over. So we're just going to roll over onto our front bodies to find child's pose. So maybe find your baby cobra and then exhale through table to extended child.